How's it going? Hey, I got two mics, Steve.
That'd be really good training. But
Oh, I have a feeling you'd be a natural. No training involved, just pure performance.
then I'd have to censor it.
Uh,
That's the hard. That'd be the hard part.
Sarah, can you hear me? Mic check. All right, thanks, Sarah. All right, good morning, Anchorage and places beyond. We played the 12U minor HCF team last night in Anchorage. Now we're up in Fairbanks, squaring off against the major team. Starting off up front, we've got Owen, Brendan, and Luca. Back on defense, we've got Finn and Caius. Sarah's in Anchorage, so I'm operating the camera and talking, so please lower your expectations for both. Luca on the draw. Fairbanks comes away with it. Dumps it down. Oh, and we've got Brayton in net starting off this first game. Fairbanks gets the first shot off. Brayton makes the save, gets shoved in the corner. Luca's able to kick that one up to BB, looking for Owen on the blue line. And there's a whistle. First penalty of the game. Body checking against Fairbanks. Put us on the power play here at, I can't see the clock. Back to Cooper. Cooper over to Finn. Up to Luca. Luca looks for Brendan in the crease. Puck gets knocked over to Brady. Brady sends it back to Finn. Finn slipping past one, finds Luca on the back door, and Luca's able to put it in over the right shoulder of the goalie for the power play goal here to make it 1-0 Oilers. We got Brady, Garrett, Deegan, Cooper, and Jax out there now. A puck gets back to Jax, up to Deegan. Deegan dumps it. And then Brady wins the race. Well, let's see who comes away with it. It gets put over to Deegan. Deegan sends it back over to Garrett. Garrett back over to Deegan. Brady's on the back door. He's going to send it back to Jax. Back up to Deegan, who, loses it to Fairbanks, and Fairbanks sends it out to the neutral zone where Jax will wrangle it in and try to re-enter the zone. Brady now with it, sends it over to Garrett. Garrett dumps it in the corner, all the way around to Deegan. Deegan battling a couple Fairbanks players. Jack sends it back up, and Luca comes away with it. His shot gets deflected to the right of the net. Puck gets sent over to Garrett. Garrett sends it back over to Deegan. Deegan up the wall looking for Blake. Blake sends it back down to Deegan. Deegan gets boarded there, and that'll be another penalty. So the second penalty for Fairbanks puts us on our second power play. Brady, Luca, Jace this time up front. Cooper and Finn back on D. Back to Cooper. Cooper sends it over to Finn. Finn trying to sneak one low, gets deflected high. And Fairbanks will pick that one up, and they transition. Luca trying to sneak up the boards there. Brady sneaks in, looking for Luca at the top of the slide. Luca's one-timer is a little bit high. Jace and Luca teaming up to get that puck. Jace working the far corner there. Sends it back to Finn. Finn misses on the clapper there. "16 seconds left on the power play. And Brady picks up that puck, sneaks past one defender. He's got Owen on the back door. Oh, and Owen could not put it in. Four seconds left on the power play. Owen at center. Stanton and Brendan are up there with him. Jackson Caius back on defense. Stanton looking for B down there. B working the goal line. Fairbanks clears that one back to Stanton. Stanton with the following shot. Kept out by the goalie. B looking for Stanton again. Stanton back over to B. Up to Jax. Jax's shot deflected to the wall, and Fairbanks will pick that one up and put pressure back on Jax and Caius. Loose puck picked up by Stanton. He finds B. Good defensive effort down there by Jax and Caius to break that rush up. Finn and Blake out now. Bad pass picked up by Finn. Finn's going to sneak up to the goal line. Garrett stands back covering for him, and Luca comes out now too. Luca unable to keep that one in. Finn picks it up and skates it back in. Hard shot from between the circles buries to make it 2-0 here in the first unknown time. Oh, there's a 10:43. I just have to crane my neck a little bit. Garrett, Luca, and Deegan up front. Cooper and Jax back on D. Puck back to Cooper. Cooper sends it over to Jax. Oh no, Jax loses it, and the shot goes off the crossbar. Picked up by Luca. Luca finds Deegan. Deegan brings it in, sends it over to Luca, and Luca's shot kept out, but the follow on by Garrett gets covered up. The puck is still loose. Gets sent back to Jax. Jax sends it up to Luca. Luca sends across the ice to this side. Nobody's there, and Fairbanks will send it up. No ice. Cooper over to Jax. Jax able to get that up to Deegan. Deegan trying to get that to Luca. Fairbanks sends it back down behind Brayton. Coop up to Deegan. Deegan, nice little tip there from Deegan to beat the defense. He sends it around to Garrett as Garrett's apparently that was offsides. I've got to move the camera. I'm going to wait for a break in play. Finn picks that up, sends it over to Jace. Jace up to Brady. Brady sends it in the corner. Fairbanks brings it back down. Caius using his skate to block that shot. Brady trying to clear that up. Fairbanks gets it back. The shot knocked down by Brayton, cleared out by Caius. Stanton looking for Jace. Fairbanks gets it back. And the shot misses. Why? Sorry, I forgot to move the camera. Fairbanks pass picked up by Jace. Blake tries to clear that one. Fairbanks gets it back. The shot knocked down by Brayton. Loose puck covered up. Now the guy didn't say anything to me, so I'm going to see if I can get away with staying up here. We got Luke, Owen, and Brendan up front. Blake and Cooper back on defense. Puck finds its way around to Blake and Cooper. Cooper picks it up. Pass deflected by Fairbanks. Owen now trying to get after it. He deflects it to Luca. Luca sends it back to Blake. Blake up to BB, trying to send that one up. Shot knocked down by Brayton. Loose puck out in front. Cleared out all the way to the neutral zone where Fairbanks will have to regroup. Blake clearing that one out of front of Brayton. Wraparound attempt. Blown up by Blake, and then looks like the net got knocked off in the process. Shot goes high. Garrett gets the pick off, sends it to Brady. That gets knocked back to Jax. Sends it up to Finn. Finn to Brady. Brady sneaking past the defense, sends it back to Deegan. Deegan gets sandwiched in white there, and they move it back towards Jackson Garrett, and Fairbanks is offsides. Luca Deegan and Garrett up front. Cooper and Caius back on defense. Cooper with it, sends it up to Deegan. Fairbanks sends it back down. Caius clears that one out from in front of Brayton. And then Garrett trying to get the takeaway. He pokes it into the neutral zone at least. Fairbanks will have to clear out and re-enter the zone. And the shot saved by Brayton. Oh, that time earlier, that was just the time that it is. That's not the game clock. So I don't know what the game clock said. We've got Stanton, Brady, and Jace up front. Finn and Blake back on defense. Finn trying to get that one up to Brady. Brady working up this near wall all the way down, slipping past white jerseys. Blake shot, bouncing puck, gets sent to the corner by the goalie. Brady drops it off for Jace. Jace turning back, he's got Stanton in front of the net, sends it to Brady. Brady looking for Finn on the pass, it got picked off though. And Fairbanks slipping past the defense and puts one in to make it 2-1. Fairbanks kid got kicked off the ice for not putting his mouthpiece in. And the coaches aren't happy about it. I think they're got a warning. Kai sends it over to Jet Jacks. Mishandles that one, and the Fairbanks shot loose out in front, and Luca clears that one out. And his shot from the blue line poked into the corner by the goalie. So the end of one, it's 2-1 Oilers. All right, starting off the second period. Brady, Garrett, and Deegan up front. Caius and Finn back on D. And offsides. We're going to have a penalty here on, I think, Brady. Interference, maybe. Oh, you said body checking. All right, so that's our first penalty of the game. We'll be on the PK here for 1.5 minutes. Chase sent that one back. Finn sends it back up, gave it a little poke. All the way back where Fairbanks will pick it up in their own zone and skate it in. And the shot from the slot kept out by Brayton. And the pass deflected off Finn's shin pads. Fairbanks re-enters the zone. Shot blocked by Caius. Finn trying to work that one out. Fairbanks gets it back. Save by Brayton, and then he's reaching across, closing down that back door. Jace giving that one a poke to the neutral zone. Stanton gets a hold of it, shoves it all the way down to the corner, and we'll see a change. Got Cooper, Jax out, Owen, and Brendan. The shot knocked down, and Jax picks up that loose puck. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Fairbanks brings it in, got a nice pass, but Brayton read it all the way and made the big save there. And then Brady's gets the puck, gets it over to Owen. Owen turning back, he's got B moving into the circle. B dumps it back. And Fairbanks will skate it back out. Owen got a hold of it, sent it over to B. B had Luca working up the slot. Slip past Luca. He sends it back to Garrett. Garrett looking back for Luca. Back to Garrett. From Garrett to B. And B is able to put it in for the third Oiler goal. I'm not sure if a kid went to get his mouthpiece or if they kicked him out. I have no idea what just happened. All right, we got Blake and Finn out on defense. Luca, Deegan, and Garrett are forwards. Garrett picking up the puck. He gets past the red line and dumps it down there. Deegan chases after it, taps it over, trying to get it to Garrett. Fairbanks gets it. And this kid will Turns back, shot from the top of the slot, knocked down by Brayton. Brady with the puck now. Passes it over to Garrett. Garrett sends it back to Caius. Caius able to keep it in, sends it back up, slips past Brady all the way around to Jax's side. Jax pokes it back down there, see if Brady can. Jace able to get it back, sends it to Brady. Brady looking for Stanton, crashing that crease. And we're going to get a hooking call, I suspect. So Brady will get called for the penalty and put us on the penalty kill. Stanton, Jace, Cooper, and Finn. And Stanton picks the pocket, feeds it over to Jace. Jace works it in, feeds it over to Stanton, and then, Stanton made a nice move, but just lost the puck in the process. Fairbanks re-enters the Oilers zone. And then Finn goes to clear that one. Fairbanks keeps it in. Cooper blocks that shot. Feeds it over to Stanton. Puck slips out to Jax, who feeds it up to Brendan. Brendan trying to squeeze through the ref and by the defenseman there. Shot blocked by Cooper. Loose puck sent around from Jax all the way back to the neutral zone. 2 seconds left on the PK. And Brady's out. And Brady picks up that missed shot. He tries to weave past a couple players. Fairbanks picks it up though. That puck gets knocked down to Blake. Blake sends it around to Garrett. Garrett up the wall to Luca. Luca's got Deegan on the blue line. He's going to just take it himself, and he scores. To make it 4. Luca, Deegan, Garrett up front. Finn and Caius back on D. There was a penalty called on the play, but I guess since we scored, we don't get it. Caius over to Finn. Finn to Luca. Luca to Deegan. Deegan now trying to work through Fairbanks. Luca comes in, picks up the puck that was knocked loose. Cooper's there, and now Fairbanks comes away with that puck. Shot knocked down and covered up by Brayton. Brady sends it up to Jace. Jace up to Stanton. Stanton going wide, trying to sneak past Fairbanks. They come away with it though. And Stanton's going to get called for the hold or a trip. But the clapper from the top of the circle scores. Makes it 4-2. Jace pokes it over to Stanton. Stanton chips it into the Fairbanks zone, all the way down to the goalie who pushes it aside. Jace gets pushed off the puck. Fairbanks picks it up. Transitions all the way down. Shot kept out by Brayton. And puck makes its way back into Finn, who tries to chip it up. Fairbanks gets it back. Jace trying to clear that one. Fairbanks keeps it in. And then puck knocked down by Brayton, but loose. Picked up by Jackson around to Jace. And then to Finn, and Finn's going to ice it. That'll bring out Luca, Owen, and Brendan, along with Blake and Cooper. Lucas sends it up to Owen. Owen's behind everybody. He's got B coming up the middle. He finds him, and B puts something on it, but it's not, it does not go in. And now Fairbanks gets behind us. The shot goes wide. And Luca gets the takeaway. The shot hits the back of the net, picked up by Blake. Blake sends it to Owen, who taps it over to Brady. Brady's got Deegan in the middle of the ice. He sneaks up the far side. Trying to feed it over to Deegan. Didn't put quite enough on that. Holy cow. Brady just gets smashed into the wall. Got Caius and Finn swapping out on defense now, and the hard shot from way deep goes high. Brady lost his stick. Garrett's gonna send that one up. They call icing, but then they wave it off. It wouldn't have made it anyways. Jace, Stanton, and Luca out there now. And Luca knocks it free. Jace is able to pick it up, sends it around to Caius and then to Stanton before Fairbanks gets it back. And that'll be icing. Fairbanks clears that one back to the neutral zone. Cooper picks it up. Sends it to Jace. Jace sends it down past the goal line. Back out to the neutral zone where Jax will pick it up. Sends it to Brady in the middle of the ice. Brady skates it in, weaving through traffic. That puck slides all the way down to the Fairbanks goalie and gets it covered up. Owen will come out for Stanton, and it's like Jax and Finn will trade places. Brady battling for it, sends it over to Owen. Over to BB, sends it back to Finn. That one slips out. And that's the end of the second period, 4-2 Oilers. Okay, sounds like we got 15-minute run clock. Or 14 maybe, I can't see. All right, starting off up front, we got Owen, Brendan, and Brady. Finn and Jax on defense. And Brayton still in net. And the goal to cut the lead to 1. 4-3 Oilers. Luca Garrett and Deegan up front. Caius and Cooper back on defense. Cooper sends that over to Caius. Caius can't quite get anything on that one. Fortunately, Deegan was able to send that one to the neutral zone. And the shot knocked high into the air. Luca is able to track it down and get it cleared out to the neutral zone. Fairbanks brings it back in. Shot knocked down by Cooper. And then Deegan clears that one out, and Fairbanks is offsides. Back out to Blake. Blake up to Jace. Jace has Brady going up with him. He was looking for Stanton. That gets knocked down and picked off by Fairbanks. And Finn clears that one back to the neutral zone. Fairbanks re-enters. Puck gets knocked back to Finn, who clears it up to Stanton, who's in the neutral zone. Stanton dumps that one in the corner, and he's going to chase after it. And good hustle there from Stanton. Gets there first, but then gets pushed off the puck. And that one slips back to B in the neutral zone. He finds Owen right on the blue line. Owen makes a nice move, squeezes through, and then he's able to score. What a nice move there from Owen to make it 5-3. Out to Cooper. Cooper loses that one. And they're call offsides on Fairbanks. Cooper sends that over to Jax. Jax up to Luca. Luca trying to rip one from up top, gets deflected in the corner. B with it now. The puck finds its way out to Cooper, puts it down to B. B gets pushed down, and we'll have a rough-in probably, or interference. There on Fairbanks. Brady sends that out to Cooper, over to Finn, back to Cooper. Shot to loose puck to Brady. Brady with the follow on gets covered up. Finn looking for Brady on the back door. It's just a little too deep. Back out to Finn. Finn slipping one low. Fairbanks sends it up the wall and they'll get a hold of it. They dump that one. Finn sends it up to B. B gets it all the way over to Jace. Jace has Brady on his left. He sends it back to Finn. Up to Jace. Looking for Cooper climbing the slot there. Gets deflected out by Fairbanks, and now their fast guy with the puck gets the shot off the metal somewhere. And that's the end of the power play, at least on the whistle. Luca, Garrett, and Deegan out front. Jackson, Caius back on defense. Luca sends that one back to Caius. Caius over to Jax. Jax up to Garrett. That one slipped by Garrett. Back to Garrett, though. He gets it to Luca, who's looking for Deegan. Deegan racing to get after it. Deegan's able to get there, gets it in, drops it off for Jax. Jax sends it up the wall. Fairbanks player gets the hold of that one, though. Shot deflected into the net. I think there's 7:30 and counting left. That's right. Out to Stanton. Stanton trying to poke it up to Jace. Blake battling in the corner. Brady comes in. Blake steps out. Fairbanks comes away with it. Shot a little deep. Sent around to where Cooper's going to get a hold of it. Sends it up to Jace. That bounces past Jace. Won't be iced though. Not enough juice on that one. Oh, Blake with a good defense there, and Cooper's able to come in and knock the puck loose. Fairbanks gets it back there. Cooper up to Brady. Brady sends it back over to Cooper. Cooper with a little poke up to Jace, and Jace is going to ice that one. Brady's trying to get there. He doesn't quite make it though. B pokes that one up. Owen almost getting it. Fairbanks wants a trip on Owen on that one, but they don't get the call. Back to Finn. And looking up for Owen. Puck picked up by Fairbanks. Back now to Owen, who sends it over to B. B sends it down deep, where Fairbanks will get it. And the shot's high. Out to the neutral zone, slips all the way down to the Fairbanks zone. Oilers take a change. And Brayton deflects that one into the corner. Cooper up the wall, see if Garrett can get a hold of it. Cooper trying the other side. Up to Deegan. Centering pass cleared out by Garrett. Brayton locks down that wraparound attempt. And I don't know how that shot missed. Fairbanks back into the zone. Cooper sends that one up the wall, all the way back to the neutral zone again. Brady somehow gets a hold of it, sends it over to Deegan. And Deegan's shot knocked high by the goalie. Brady sends that one down deep again. Stanton draws the penalty there, the hooking penalty. To put us back on the power play. It's like 3 minutes left in this one. Luca, Brady, and Jace. Cooper and Finn. Back out to Cooper. Cooper's been knocked down by Fairbanks, but Cooper trying to recover there. He does. Fairbanks gets it out on the other side, but Finn's able to wrangle that puck in. Looking for Brady on the pass. Brady sends it back over to Finn. And Finn mishandles that one, but Jace ends up with it. Finds Luca. Luca's wide open. Oh, off the crossbar. And Jace battles, get that puck back to Brady. Brady sends it up to, or back to Cooper, back up to Brady. And then Brady loses that one, and this is not the one you want to lose the puck to. He makes the pass, and Brayton makes the save. And Finn clears that one out to the neutral zone. 28 seconds left on the power play. And the shot goes across Brayton's face. Into the corner, picked up by Brady, sent up to Jace. Jace with the shot goes to the top right corner of the net. The power play goal with 6 seconds left on the power play to make it 6-3. And 1:06 and counting. Blake and Caius out on defense. Owen, Brendan, and Stanton are the forwards. Stanton able to come away with the puck, sends it down deep. B gets it. Stanton shot knocked down, picked up by BB. Trying to clear it around. Fairbanks gets it. That puck slips all the way down to Blake. Blake sends it back down past the goal line. B dumps it back off for Owen. Owen mishandles that one, and Fairbanks gets it. Putting pressure back on Blake. The pass or the shot knocked out of there by Brayton. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Can't be more than 30 seconds left in this one. And that's it. 6-3 Oilers win. Thanks for joining us. We'll see y'all again in a few hours.